Any website without an image seems empty. So let's learn about image element and how to use them. Let me drag an image element onto the canvas. If I go to this add button, and if I scroll down, and in the media section here, you will find an image element. I'll just drag and drop it into my container. And by default, it's going to be big because it's just taking the entire space. So for example, if I want to choose any image, I have to first upload them to my assets panel. Before uploading any image, let me show you the assets panel. If you go to the left side bar, and in this area, you will find this kind of image icon. If you click this, this is an assets panel. As you can see, I have uploaded some like 3 images already. One is icon and other 2 are image. If you want to see the bigger view of this assets panel, you can click on this expand button and you can find a bigger view. In the assets panel, you can upload videos, images, documents, Lottie files, and lot of other things. And also you can make folders and organize them. We are going to learn more about this as assets panel, but this is just to show you where to upload those images. You can upload by clicking here, or you can drag and drop images right into it. But we are not going to learn that right now. We are going to choose one image. If I close this element, and then if I try to click on choose image, then it's going to automatically open the assets panel. And if I choose hover over any image, it's going to show me that image there, that how it's going to look like. Maybe I can add this image here. But if there is another way to add an image also, for example, if I open the assets panel, if I click and drag and drop that element here, it's going to add that too. I'll just hit my Command Z or your Control Z here. Why this image is coming so big? First of all, this image itself is so big. That's why the first, without giving any settings to the image element, is going to show you the original size or the bigger size of that image. Image itself is so big. So I can alter and I can do custom settings with this image. For example, I can apply custom width, maybe 400 pixels. Okay, and the width and the height is automatically going to be adjusted here. If I do Command Z or Control Z to undo, then open the settings here, and let's learn about the image in HDPI, high DPI. For example, you have a high retina display, which is in Apple, it's very famous. If you click on this button, it's going to divide the image into its half size. For example, if you have 1920 width, it's going to divide it by 2, which makes 1960. So if you click on this and this image, my display is not retina, but in any retina display, is going to display a bigger or the half size. As like other elements, you can also apply settings to this image element. If I click on this image element here, and on the right side, if I go to style panel, I can apply the width, the height, and max width, and all the styles that we have here. We can just style this image accordingly. For example, if I just give it a 400 pixel width here, then it's going to be applied here also. If I hit the Command Z or Control Z to undo the changes and come back to the settings, I can also replace the image here. For example, replacing image here will automatically open the assets panel, and I can choose another image like this one and replace it. I'll just go back to the main image that we have, and here we can make it like a 200 pixel to show it in a very smaller size. It's always a good practice in websites that your assets should be in a very small size. If your assets, images, videos, anything is in a higher size, it's going to take a lot of time for a browser to load the website because of its higher data. Webflow allows you to upload different file types for images, for example, JPGs, PNGs, SVGs, and etc. And Webflow limits you with the file size of 4 MB, which is a great file size. With image element, you can also place an icon on the screen. For example, if I add another image element here, for example, I'll just put it here and choose this icon that I have the mail icon with me. Now you can see the icon itself is so big, I can just make it like 50 pixels. And you can see I have this image icon here also. Maybe I can add it in the first area, and you can see this image icon is here. There's another way. If I open my assets panel and if I want this icon to be here, I can just drag it and drop it here and give it like a width. One thing also to remember, that you don't have to always give the width or the height to the image element. You can upload that specific image in that specific width or height. That's the best practice, because it's going to give you a smaller size also. In the image settings, you can also see two of these advanced settings. One is alt text and the second one is loading with the lazy load. These are very advanced settings and we are not going to learn right now. In future lectures, we are going to learn all about these advanced settings here. But for now, you know how to use an image element or how to place an image in Webflow. That's it for this video. See you in the next video.